Hello everyone, this is Official 15. Welcome to Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This is for Season 6, Episode 5. Sorry for the late post today, but I had some stuff that I had to do this morning that I really couldn't delay anymore, so... To me, this just seemed like another filler episode. They really didn't do a whole bunch in this episode, so... I know here in the, at least beginning of the season, they're trying to concentrate more on Alexandria, and I can kind of see their point in not wanting to do that, but yeah, I think they should break it up a little bit. I'm actually waiting for the mid-season finale because yeah, once that goes through, I don't think that they're going to be sticking around in Alexandria anymore. And if they do, then major changes are going to happen. So, but it does concern me a little bit that they haven't had the contest that they usually do. Usually by now, maybe I just haven't seen it or anything, but they have a contest where, you know, people will be able to go see the next season premiere at like a big party or whatever, and usually they do that in October. So I don't know if they just showed it and I don't remember it, or if they're going to be showing it later on in the season, or maybe the second half of the season, or what. So I really don't know. And episode 6 is the last that most of the people talk about. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe for some reason these guys really don't come back and the herd actually gets in there and kills everybody. I guess that would kind of be fitting for the entire series, but yeah. I don't know if killing like every single person in one swoop would be the best. Just a couple of things really stuck out in the episode for me. One was Diana's, I guess you could say, descent into madness. What is happening with her, I can easily see happening to like my mom and maybe my dad. But definitely my mom, where basically when crap like that would happen, they just get so dissociated from reality, that kind of thing. I know, you know, it's a TV show, so it's not really real, but, you know. One of the other things was, I think her name was Betsy. She was the wife or girlfriend or whatever of that one guy that got bit when with Michonne and well, Rick and Glenn's group when he was out there. He was the guy that got bit, and he was the one that was eventually going to die, and he wrote all this stuff down for her to make sure that she lived on and stuff. And to me, I noticed that when she slashed her wrists, one, she did it in a really effective manner. I won't get into too much detail with the people who are kind of considering it, but yeah, she did it in a pretty effective way. But my thing is that, okay, did she leave a note for him, or did she just decide to do it and, you know, basically be like, you know, hey, screw him? So, because, I mean, she didn't know that he got bit, or he was dead, or whatever, and she certainly did not wait around long enough to actually see what had happened. So, I kind of just think that she was giving a middle finger to that guy, saying that he wasn't that important or anything. Now, of course, I'll probably be ending up eating those words if when they're going through her house in like the next episode or whatever, they actually find a note for that guy. Um, excuse me. But you know, right now there's nothing that she left around for him. So, um, so yeah. If there is an afterlife, it would probably be a little awkward for them beating each other. So my last thing is Maggie deciding to go after Glenn. Um, I know that eventually she was gonna probably do so anyway, but I don't know if like going through the sewers or whatever would have been the best idea, but you know, hey, whatever. So um, I'm also kind of wondering why they actually stopped at the gate. Um, because there had to be something like beyond that area, so like around a different tunnel or whatever. But you know, hey, whatever. So, and I do got to say, big kudos to the people who do makeup effects and stuff on the show. They did a really good job with the special effects for the two walkers that were down there, especially the one that basically got stuck in the hay bale type thing. So, um, but then I started to think, okay, doesn't Maggie know that she would kind of be risking two lives? Maybe three if Glenn is alive and actually came back. Um, I don't know. I think he'd be a little ticked off of that, but I mean, yeah. Granted, he would be happy that you know, she would have actually gone out to go see him and stuff, but I don't think that the risk would outweigh the reward. So, um, but one of the other things I was thinking is that I know that they really couldn't do this in the quarry, but since they knew a way out there, once the walkers kind of got, you know, kind of close to Alexandria, somebody should have gone down into the sewers with like a flare or whatever, lit up the flare, and you know, let the smoke, you know, come up out of it. The walkers wouldn't be able to like actually see the flare, but they could see the smoke, and they might even be able to hear the hissing of the flame, and they'd all be drawn to that. Then a whole bunch of them would fall down, and you know, there might have been like a trap for like, you know, 50, 60 walkers. Yeah, it might have actually, you know, taken down the rebar and stuff down there, but yeah, you could easily get out of that. So, but I just think that would be something that they could have done. Then, you know, later on to kind of cover up the walkers, just put a couple of like wood planks over it, and put like a "do not stand on" or something like that. So, or maybe like as a trap for the wolves, just put like a tarp, and then put some leaves and stuff on it, and hope that one of them steps on it. So, but yeah, I'm just kind of thinking aloud on that. So, but as for the rest of the episode, I really didn't find out a whole bunch with that. Yeah, it wasn't like really boring or anything. It's just it's kind of like, you know, hey, come on, let's get going here. And I know that they kind of wanted to put it into a little bit of detail and stuff, but this thing where basically a day or two, like stretched over like 6 episodes, it's just not working for me. So I don't know if any of you guys remember it, but the last episode or last series of Star Trek was called Enterprise, and basically they spent the entire last year doing one thing, and yeah, it did save the series for like an extra year, but afterwards it was kind of like, okay, let's get it done with, and when it was done with, it was like, well, where did they go from here? So, and I'm just kind of hoping that the show isn't becoming like that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna sign off for now. This is Phil 15. You've been watching Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This has been for season 6, episode 5, and I will see you next week for episode 6. Hopefully, will be posted a lot faster than this one was. So, until then, take care.